All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Time to fire up the Pixel 5 and shoot a video for you. And this is what I'm going to do. Got the Ringke cases here, Fusion, Fusion X, you know the drill. These are for the iPhone 12, and I also have some cases for the iPhone 12 mini and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So 12 and 12 Pro, these are pretty much identical phones. And so we're going to pop these cases on. And I have them lined up here in the direction that I might wear them permanently, meaning this is the one I'm going to keep on. So let's start with this one right here. Obviously, you know this is the Fusion X, popular case. A lot of cases that I've gotten for the iPhones, I noticed that they don't fit all the way around, like around the front. And it could be because I have this tempered glass on here. But, you know, nonetheless, they fit good. They don't wrap around all the way, in some of them. But I think I would probably use a clear case overall, which is why I would go with this one. Because it looks like it's kind of bleeding around the front on most of the black cases, but in reality, the glass isn't anywhere near it. But not just these cases, but any black case I've had, I noticed that. But the case is actually great. So here's the Fusion X, not the Fusion Camo, but the Fusion X. You can see a little bit of branding right there. Lanyard spot as always, power button. Everything works with the phone as far as navigation and swiping gestures and things like that. Everything's good. You got the vibrate and mute switch right there, switch right there that easily accessible. Camera now is recessed a little bit, so you can make sure your lenses don't get scratched if you lay it down like this, and it should be fine. Volume rocker, everything is nice and tactile as I take screenshots. Everything is in place and working good. So it's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I've used this case before, obviously. All the ports and everything are going to line up just great. And they have this flat design now on the sides. It's kind of cool. But let's switch over to the Fusion. And this is the Smoke and Clear. Now, the Smoke and Clear are both really nice cases. So they have that hard backing, and then they have the kind of grippy sides. So again, everything's going to be fine with these. These cases are really grippy. So, man, I do that so much, man. Anybody else do that? Take screenshots all the time? I do it all the time. But here's the Smoke design. Now, this actually looks pretty good with the white phone. This looks pretty dope. I got to admit. This is pretty fire. You've got Ringke Fusion real faint inside of here. It might be kind of hard to pick up on camera, but there's Ringke Fusion kind of under the case right there. Again, lanyard spot. All ports and everything are going to line up just perfectly fine with this. Make sure you have a case where the ports line up because you run into problems later on if you don't. So there's the Smoke. And now let's get to the one that I'm going to more than likely leave on. You know, let's see if I take another screenshot. This Clear is just right. It's just the one to use. Let me get my microfiber cloth here. Get it all shined up as best I can. Anybody else waiting for their iPhone mini? Can't wait to experience the iPhone mini. So we'll get this slapped on here. And there it is. That is a beautiful thing. This is the way I think this phone should be used. It just looks great because of the clear. Make sure I get it all the way on here. And you have corner protection on every last one of these. And again, Ringke Fusion is kind of down in there, kind of faint, probably hard to see, but in person you'd be able to see it. But again, lanyard spot, all built the same. Corner protection on all of these. You can see the corner protection in these clear ones right here. You see that corner protection? It's little bumps on each one. It also has a little lip on each corner too. So if you're laying it down, if you didn't have a screen protector, you would be totally covered. You would be all right. So I gotta admit, I'm really enjoying this phone. I think I'm probably gonna enjoy the mini better, but again, I do have cases for the mini, and I think it's just going to be an exciting run for case manufacturers this year because these iPhones, you know, they're simple, but they have that flat side on them, and so it's probably making it a lot easier to make cases for these things instead of the rounded corners. But nonetheless, this is the Ringke Fusion lineup for the iPhone 12. It is nice, and I hope you enjoyed the footage from the Pixel 5. Take care, guys.